clock is already 3:55. Shall we start? It's very hard to hear the bell in the other building, right? So let's start. So I want you guys to open up your books, page 31, 35, page 31. Open your books, page 31. We'll start with the vocabulary. 31. Yes, 10 words, and I'm going to do the vocabulary. We start work here. Page 31. 10 words right here. 31. Start working. Page 31. 10 words. So when you finish 31, you go to 35. There's 5 more words here, right? So you're going to do this exercise while I'll do the attendance. All right, number 1. Number 1? Not here? Oh, okay. Number 8. Okay, number 7102. Number 2. Number 3. 3. Okay, 3 is not here. 4. 6. 7. 8. 9. Not 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 0 on 17. Okay. 0, 1, 21. All right. All right, so do you guys need a few more minutes? Please complete the words and then we'll do it together. All right? So keep doing it. Anyone? 31, page 31. I will give you a few more minutes and then we're going to check the answers. But I want you to start doing first. Try to do it. Match the word to the definition. Okay? Yes? Are you done? Let's start to do it together, okay? So word number one, responsible. What's the number that contains the definition? The number one, responsible. Huh? Which one? Huh? 3, correct. Number 3, responsible number 3. Can you read number 3 for me? Go ahead, read for me. Okay, responsible means to having the obligation to do something. Okay, next one. Clarification. What's the number for the word clarification? Huh? 9, very good. Can you read number 9? Read number 9. So clarification number 9 means the action of making a statement or situation less confusing. Okay, next. Essential. Essential. Number 10. Can you read number 10? Essential number 10. Absolutely. Important. So number 10, essential, absolutely necessary, extremely important. Okay, next, perspective. Perspective. Number? Anyone? What's the number? Don't worry, if you are wrong, today is not a final exam. Number 1? No, it's not perspective, not number 1. See, nothing happened to her, right? So she is wrong, nothing happened, right? Don't be afraid to give your opinion. You can try out if you're wrong, you're just going to correct it. Right? Today is not a final exam. Perspective. So these 3 students are the only one giving an answer, right? So I want the rest of you participate. What's the number for perspective? Huh? Anyone? Here? No one? Huh? 7. Very good. Can you read number 7? Read number 7. Read it for me. Read number 7, please. Okay, perspective, a point of view of a particular attitude regarding something. So, a perspective, a point of view of or a particular attitude regarding something. Okay, next, articulate. Articulate. Number 1, no. Articulate is not number 1. Articulate. Oh, we have done all which number? Articulate. resulting in something good. Okay, next, misunderstanding. Anyone? Misunderstanding? Anyone? Two, misunderstanding. And number two, yes. Go ahead, read number two. Okay, number two, misunderstanding. Failure to understand something correctly. Okay, next, emotion. Five. Is that five? Okay. Go ahead, read number five. Yes. Okay, emotion number five. Having feelings that are easily excited or openly displayed. Okay, next to the conversely. Conversely, number. Now it's becoming easy, right? Two answers left. So conversely is number? Huh? 8. Can you read number 8? Contrasting. Wait, okay, number 8. Conversely, in an opposite, in an opposite or contrasting way. Okay, last one. Globalization. Now it's number 1. Hello? Now it's number 1. You said number 1 many times, right? So now your last word is number 1. Can you read number 1? Globalization. Integrate. Okay, number 1, globalization. The way the countries and people of the world interact and integrate. Okay, we finished those 10 words. Now go to page 35. 5 more words. Okay, word number. You guys are page 35? Yes. So, 1, 2, 5 words. 5 words. So the first word is drag. So can you tell me A, B, C, D, or E? Page 35. 35. Here. Drag. First one, drag. Here. Drag. Drag. What's the letter that contains the definition? There you go. Drag. So what's the letter that contains the definition of the word drag? There we go. Just 5 options there. Look around. So what is the word that it means drag? So what's the letter? Anyone? D. What's that D? What's that? D. Yes. Can you read letter D for me? Great difficulty. So drag means to pull along roughly or with great difficulty. So for example, I'm going to drag you along with me. So I'm going to drag you, right? So pull along something with difficulty, right? So I'm going to drag you to the canteen. I'm going to drag you there. Get you to put it there, right? Drag it. Okay, number 2, food. Huh? C, yes. Go ahead. Please number 3. Oh, sorry. C, yes, reason letter C. The C. So full means to treat or deceive. So if I make you for fool, it means I treat you, right? Okay, number 3, sabotage. Sabotage? What's the letter? Here, anyone? A, very good. Can you read the letter A? Obscure. Yes. So sabotage means letter A, to destroy or obstruct something for one's own advantage. Okay, well, next one, cable, number 4. Anyone? Number 4, cable. E, yes, but can she read it? E. Having the ability. Or quality. Specified thing. So number 4, capable means having the ability or quality to achieve a specified thing. The last one, exchange, number 5. Number 5 is the last one. Letter B, right? So can you read letter B? Letter B? B. So exchange, letter B, an act of giving one thing and receiving another in return. So we did those 15 words. Please study those words. There will be a question in the final exam that comes from those words, right? There will be an exact question in the final exam, just like this one, matching the words with the definition. Okay, the reason I take a lot of time to do this exercise, I wanted to listen, you're reading, because a lot of you have struggled, so you don't know how to read, you don't know how to say the word. Remember the second class we had? I give you the book, right? And I teach you how to listen and then go back and read. That exercise is essential if you want to do it. So a lot of you don't know how to read it. It's normal. It's not your fault, but you need to do that exercise. Remember the reading exercise? Listen first, right? Play the listening part, and then go back and read. If you've been doing this every day, you will be much better. But a lot of you are not doing it, because I see how you speak. Many of you don't know how to read. You have I don't know how to say this word. Right? Remember, that exercise is going to solve this problem. If you want to learn English, do the exercise. That's why I give you the book, right? The word in your hands, give you the listening, the clip for listening, because that exercise alone is going to improve your English a lot. Alright, so let's move on now to the question, test number 2. Okay, after those 5 words, there's 2 questions there. So you are going to watch a video about global tension. Discuss this question with a partner. Okay, so let's try to think about it. What are the 2 causes of tensions between countries? So what are the causes for the 2 countries being in tension? For example, we have seen this a long time in the news. United States one side and China. They are not doing very well. The negotiations are not doing well. So what are the causes for this tension? Can you give me any reason for the causes of tension? For example, United States raises the tariffs from the products from China. No, China is not happy. So what did China do? Oh, China also raises the tariffs against the United States. So there's a battle between those two countries. There are tensions, right? So is there anything else? So this is one cause. There could be many, right? The second question there is, what is one way in which nations may be able to foster more peaceful relationships between each other? So a nation, when they cannot solve their problems, they go to war. Right? War is not good. People die in wars. But if a nation goes along well with each other, they're at peace. They're helping each other. The trading goes well. So what can a nation do to have peace with other nations? War is never good, right? You don't want to be sent to war. You don't want to die in a war. Like nobody wants it, right? All right. So anytime, for example, I ask those questions, you can participate. Oh, teacher, I think that the reason for the nations are intentions because they have different objectives. One nation wants to do one thing, the other nation wants to do another thing. Yeah, that's a good reason. So give me your opinion. I'm just talking here because you guys silent, right? Alright, so we're going to be watching a video about United States and China. This is a tension between those two countries. Okay, let's watch the video.
Under the guise of Build Back Better, America forcefully drags its G7 allies and vows to spend $40 trillion to help developing nations build infrastructure. But don't be fooled. What it really wants is to sabotage the Belt and Road project between China and other countries. Washington knows that this will hurt its G7 bodies. At home, the White House is struggling to rally support in Congress for its own infrastructure goal of $1.2 trillion. And the $40 trillion global plan, that's trillion with a capital T. If Washington cannot even take care of Americans, do you think that it is capable of helping the rest of the world? In the BBW plan, America stresses the need to protect the environment. No surprise here. For decades, America has lectured Africa on the need to shift to renewable energy. I would like to see America cut the power cables that Ford and General Motors and switch to solar for their assembly plants. Name one industry that is powered exclusively by solar. Don't forget that American cash comes with legal strings attached. If a country is lucky enough to receive American aid, it basically becomes a new province in America. Ta-da! Look at Haiti. After the devastating 2010 earthquake, USA decided for Haitians how to build back. Haitian officials could say nothing but, yes, some strings attached. Oh, remember when USA was caught stark naked in Venezuela? In 2019, the so-called humanitarian aid was offered as aid in exchange for a regime change. From hurting its allies to overthrowing sovereign states, Washington would not hesitate to throw the whole world under the bus so that America remains numero uno. Today we have learned a new American jargon. In Washington's dictionary, Build Back Better basically means America first.
All right. So let's try to answer those questions about this video, okay? Test number 3. So number 1 over there. So which adjective best describe the host attitude towards the U.S.? Which attitude best describe her attitude, right? So the host, she is the host here. She is the host. So what is her attitude towards the U.S.? positive? Saying good things about the US? Is she positive? Is she indifferent? Is she critical or she is amused? Huh? Is she saying good things or bad things about US? For example, if she's neutral, not saying good things, not bad things, she would be neutral, she would be indifferent. But that's not the case. So is she being saying good things or bad things? Huh? For example, this is the first word, Washington, United States, Washington, right? Can't help the American. This is bad, right? They cannot help. So this is a bad thing.
Can't help the American people, but it's us who wants to help the rest of the world.
To build back better, America forcefully drags its chiefs and allies and vows.
Okay, let's go back a little bit here. For example, this is from the vocabulary, right? Drags. So get the allies, the other countries, and drag them, right? So dragging is not very good, right? Because it's difficult to, for example, if I invite you, you want to go, I don't need to drag you. But if you don't want to go, let's do it. Dragging you, so this is not good, right? So her attitude is kind of criticizing, right? Her attitude is critical. He's criticizing a lot of things for the United States in the whole video. Right, did you get that? So the answer is letter C. She's criticizing the United States. This is her attitude. You get it? Yes? Okay, number 2. The U.S. has vowed to spend 40 something to help improving infrastructure in developing nations. 40 is what?
Please drags its chiefs and allies and vows to spend 40 trillion.
So the U.S. has vowed to spend 40 trillion, not billion, right? So trillion, that's a lot of money, right? So letter D, trillion, right? And then she said with a T, like for example, she said
To help developing nations build infrastructure. But don't be fooled.
Okay, let's go for the next one. I thought this is the part where she said, okay. So letter D, trillion. Okay, number 3. In the Build Back Better plan, Americans stress the need to protect the environment. Yes, protect the environment. She's talking about solar energy and protecting the environment, right? So yes, Build Back Better is about protecting the environment. All right. So now task number 4. This is true and false. Still about the meeting. Okay. Number 1. The U.S. has its own infrastructure bill of $1.2 billion. Is that true or false? False. Why is it false? Why is it false?
Is to sabotage the Belt and Road project between China and other countries. The President knows that this will hurt its peace and bodies. At home, the White House is struggling to rally support in Congress for its own infrastructure goal of $1.2 billion.
There you go. Why is it false? It's not billion, it's trillion, right? So here said billion. I want to billion. No, it's trillion. So that's why it's false. Number 2, the U.S. has been a long time critic of Africa for not shifting to renewable energy. Is that true or false? True. Very good. Number 3, in 2010, in the island of Haiti, was hit by an earthquake. Huh? True. Yes, they were hit by an earthquake. Number 4, the host says that when the U.S. provides relief funds to other countries, it usually allows them to use the money however they wish to. So when the US gives money to another country, they can do whatever what they want with the money. Is that true or false? False, right? So that's the part that she's explaining here, right? There are some strings attached, right?
Remember when you asked Jacob's cock stark naked and it's all. Remember when you. That's like my strings.
So this is what it means. The strings attached. I give you the money, but you cannot do whatever you want to. So you have to do something that I let you do it. So that's what it means. The strings attached. So number 4 is false. Number 5, the U.S. offered Venezuela humanitarian aid after the country underwent a change in regime. So the U.S. offered Venezuela humanitarian aid after the country underwent a change in the regime. Is that true or false? False. All right. So we finished test number 4. Okay. So now there's test number 5, right? So next page, right? No, next page. Test number 5. That's your homework. Okay? So do you remember your groups, right? So do the homework in groups. Remember, doing a separate piece of paper, right? Because next class you have to deliver the homework, right? So get together, have a discussion, fill in the table, and then put a separate piece of paper. Teacher, here's my homework. Next class, don't do in the book. You understand?
Yes.
You need to deliver in a piece of paper. Next class, 1 piece of paper for the whole group. Okay? So last few classes, a lot of other classes, they don't understand. They do it in the book. Oh, teacher, we did it in the book. No. You have to do a piece of paper, put your names on it, and give it to me next class. Alright? Alright, so that's your homework for next class. Now let's go back to page 27. Page 27.
Have you had the opportunity?
Are you guys page 27? Page 27. 27. Go back, 27. 27. 27. Yes, you're going to start with task number 2. 27. Task number 2, yes. Right. Alright, so I'll play the clip and then we'll have to answer those questions. Okay, let's listen to this clip here.
1. Have you had the opportunity to read the latest weather report?
Yes, I read Taiwan province. It caused a lot of flooding.
Question. What does the woman say about the typhoon? 1. Have you had the opportunity to read the latest weather report?
Yes, I read that a typhoon has gone through Taiwan province. It caused a lot of flooding. Lot of flooding. Caused a lot of flooding.
What does the woman say about the typhoon? Hey, it causes a lot of flooding, right? Very simple. It causes winds? No. High winds? No. Causes homes to be destroyed? No. Causes trees to fall? No. So these are probably true, right? So typhoon causes winds, destroy homes and trees. But she didn't say that, right? So she said it causes a lot of flooding, letter A. Okay, next.
2. It is interesting how people behave when you tell them that you do not agree with them.
Yes, people sometimes behave differently when you do not agree.
Question. What is interesting to the man? 3, 2. It is interesting how people behave when you tell them that you do not agree with them. When you tell them that you do not agree with them. How people behave when you tell them that you do not agree with them. Interesting how people behave when you tell them that you do not agree with them.
Yes.
It is interesting how people behave when you tell them that behave when you tell them.
Okay, what's interesting to the man? People behave, yes. So how people behave when there is disagreement. So that's the right answer, letter B, when people behave. So A, argument between people, no. C, disagreement among people, no. People who not listen, no. So the key word here is how people behave. This is what the man said here. So I explained to you a few times, right?
It is interesting how people behave when you...
So how people behave when there is disagreement. Okay, number 3.
3. I want to travel to the UK before Brexit happens.
It is a good idea to travel to the UK now before things change forever.
Question. What place is going to change? 3. I want to travel to the UK before Brexit happens.
It is...
So what is the place that is going to change? Huh? D, UK, very good. D, UK. But I have a question of my own. It's not in the book. So what is Brexit? For example, we're talking about Brexit.
It's a good idea to travel to the UK now before things change forever.
Question. What place is going? 3. I want to travel to the UK before Brexit happens.
So what is Brexit? What is Brexit? So Europe, all the countries they get together and they form the European Union, right? So UK was part of the European Union. So but now UK wants to get out of the Union. This is called Brexit. So for example, right now you go to UK, you go to Europe, you get one visa for all the countries, including UK. But after the Brexit, UK get out of the European Union. Now you need 2 visas, one for the other countries and one for UK. That's why they wanted to, let's go there before the Brexit. Then we need only one visa. Okay? All right, number 4.
4. My wife is a really nice person. She takes care of me when I am studying.
I have met her. Your wife is a wonderful person.
Question. How does the man describe his wife? 4. My wife is a really takes care of me when I am...
How does the man describe his wife? Huh? B, nice person. How does the woman describe his wife? Yes, you did answer correctly. The man described as B, nice. But now I'm asking, how does the woman describe? Huh?
Study.
I have met her. Your wife is a wonderful person.
How did she describe? Huh? Wonderful, letter A, right? So if the question was, how did she describe, it would be letter A. How did he describe is letter B. Okay, the correct answer is B. I just wanted to ask you another one. All right, number 5.
5. My university campus is beautiful. There are many trees and walkways.
My university campus is in the middle of the city. It is busy, not pretty.
Question. How does the man describe his university? 5. My university campus is beautiful.
How does the man describe his university? Huh? See, beautiful. Okay, now how does she describe her university? Your answer is correct. Okay, so it's letter C, beautiful. This is how he described it. But now I am asking, how did she describe her university?
There are many trees and walkways.
My university campus is in the middle of the city. It is busy, not...
So how did she describe? Busy, right? So B. So the correct answer is C, beautiful, for him. And for her, it would be busy, B. Alright. So now let's do task number 3. I'll give you a few minutes, right? So you can read, right, this short paragraph here and try to answer those 3 questions. I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute's okay? I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, let's do it together. Number 1. Which of the following is not one of the strategies President Xi suggests to improve public discourse? Which one did he not suggest to improve public discourse? Huh? Sorry? A, yes, correct. Letter A. Encourage competition in the workplace. Okay. Letter A. Number 2. President Xi says that improving international communication between China and other countries will enable the telling of better and more accurate stories about China. B, more accurate. Okay, last one, number 3. President Xi insists that Chinese people should project a true dimensional and all-round image of China to the world. Okay, very well done. Alright, so now I wanted to see the yellow paragraph. Okay, that's the bell, so let's have a 5 minutes break, okay? It's very hard to hear the bell, but it's okay. 5 minutes break. Okay, I didn't hear the bell, but it's already 5 minutes. Alright? So mine is 16:47. Okay, let's pay attention here to the yellow paragraph, okay? So here they're saying about how to learn vocabulary, right? So vocabulary skill, clues to the word meaning. So when attempting to infer the meaning of a new word, it's often useful to look at what comes before and after that word. The surrounding words can give you renders helpful context, right? Context clues about the meaning and structure of the new word, as well as how it is used. Common types of context clues include root, word, and affix. For example, ornitho comes from the word, right? For ornithology means always studying words, right? So, for example, contrast, logical definition, examples or illustrations, grammar. These are all logical things that you can think of to the meaning of the word. Remember when I teach you the reading exercise? Let's say, for example, you're reading something. Oh, she bought some eggs and then she could go home and cook the eggs. You don't know what eggs is. Oh, what eggs? So she bought something. This is something that can be bought. It's something that can be cooked, right? So you don't know eggs, but the context of eggs can be bought, eggs can be cooked, and maybe later you can eat them. So you don't know what eggs is, but it gives you a lot of clues to figure out the meaning, right? So these are the clues here, right? Contrast, for example, now large mammals, birds incubate their eggs outside their bodies. Logic, birds are always on the lookout for predators that might harm their young. Definition, people who study birds are experts in ornithology. So logic is a study. So ornithology is okay, study of something. So those are clues that can help you figure out the meaning of a word. That's why it's so much better to study, learn vocabulary this way. Alright, so based on that, I want you to do task number 4. Okay, go ahead, I'll give you 1 minute. Task number 4. You have to figure out the meaning of the missing word. What's the missing word? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. Go ahead, that's number 4. Yeah. Alright, number 1. People who invest something in a business are called investors. What's the word that goes in there? Huh? People who invest. For example, let's say word for you. So people who invest blah 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 in the business are called investors. What is blah blah blah? People who invest blah 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 in the business are called investors. What's the meaning of blah blah blah? Huh? Money, yes. For example, if you don't know what money is, right? So you still know people who can invest money right? They are called investors. So, for example, it gives you clues about the meaning of the word, right? So that's why reading is a very good way of learning new words. Much better than memorizing lists of words. Alright, number 2. I am unemployed unless I get a blah 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 at the mall. So what's the blah 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 now? Huh? I am unemployed unless I can get a blah 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 at the mall. So what is blah blah blah? Huh? Unless I can get what? I am unemployed. What does it mean unemployed? I don't have a job. Unless I get a job, right? So the blah 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 is job. So unless, for example, there are 2 words that goes in there. Unless I can get a job, or unless I can get a work, right? So work and job. So these are the 2 words that can fit in there. Number 3. Entrepreneur is a person who starts a business, blah blah blah. What word fits here? Huh? Alone, right? Yes, alone fits in there. Is that what you said? Alone? So number 3, entrepreneur is a person who starts a business alone. There might be other words that fit in here. There's not necessarily just one, okay? Alright. So number 4, many people will not zip line because they are afraid of blah blah blah. They are afraid of what? What's the word that fits in there? Many people will not zip line because they are afraid of. Don't know? Anyone else? The word here is heights. People who are afraid of heights. Okay, number 5. This is a very easy one. Number 5 is easy, okay? So a business plan acts like a guide for a person starting a new blah blah blah. Business plan. New company, yes. So new company. A business plan acts like a guide for a person to start a new company, or a new endeavor, or a new business, right? Those 3 words fit well there. So new company, or starts a new business, or a new endeavor. Alright, we finished test number 4. Now let's go back to do more of those clips. Alright, page 32, right? 32. Yes, 32. Test number 2. More clips. Page 32.
One. It is essential to be clear when explaining what you would like your employees to do.
Yes, a boss must be an effective communicator.
Question. What does a boss need to be? 1. It is essential to be clear when explaining what you would like your employees to do.
Yes, a boss must be an effective communicator. A boss must be an effective communicator.
Alright, so what does a boss needs to be? D. Good in communications, right? Effective communicator means good in communication. Not a good leader, not kind of clear and direct. Alright, number 2.
2. It is important to write notes after having an important conversation.
It is beneficial to have notes for your own personal record.
Question. What does the woman find helpful? 2. It is important to write notes after having an important conversation. Notes after having write notes on to write notes after having an important conversation. It's important to write notes after.
Okay, what does the woman find helpful? C, right? To write notes. Right, C. Very good. Okay, next.
3. It is an advantage to have a woman's perspective.
I agree. Sometimes we think with our emotions.
Question. What do they mean? 3. It is an advantage to have a woman's perspective.
I agree. Sometimes we think with our emotions. Sometimes we think with our emotions.
So what do they mean? C, right? So woman thinks with emotions. Okay, letter C. Woman thinks with emotions. Okay, number 4.
4. It is beneficial of technology development because communication has become easier than ever.
Yes, today's communication tools make it possible to connect with each other in many different ways.
Question. Which of the following statements is not mentioned in the dialogue? 4. It is beneficial of technology development because communication has become easier than ever.
Yes, today's communication tools make it possible to connect with each other in many different ways.
Question. Which of the following statements is not mentioned in the dialogue? 4. It is beneficial.
Okay, so which one is not mentioned? So they didn't say. Which one? Huh? It's not A. For example, anyone else? Huh? C, yes. But let's go over the answer, right? So here there is.
Beneficial of technology, beneficial of technology, beneficial of technology.
So look at answer A. Communications are beneficial. So they say beneficial, so it's not this one. Okay?
Development because communication has become easier than ever.
Yes, today's communication tools make it possible to communication tools make.
Okay, letter B, communication tools. So it's not B either. So it's not A, not B.
Make it possible to connect with each other in many different ways. In many different ways. Each other in many different ways.
So look at letter D. Communication tools many different ways. Communication tools connect people with many different ways. So they mentioned this one, so it's not D either. So they didn't say letter C. Communication tools connect people with more frequently, right? So they didn't say this one. So letter C is the answer. All right, number 5.
5. I think that everyone should learn different languages.
Learning different languages is important due to globalization. The more languages you speak, the better you can communicate.
Question. According to the man, why is learning more languages important? Ways.
Question. Which of the following statements?
5. I think that everyone should learn different languages.
Learning different languages is important due to globalization. Languages is important due to globalization.
Okay, why does the man, right, it's according to the man, why is learning more language important? Due to globalization. Very good. Letter A. Alright, so now there's a bigger clip, so there's 5 sentences, there's a missing word. So I will try to find out any missing words, right, from those sentences. So let's listen to the clip and then we try to find out the missing words.
The more languages.
What do you think of communication tools today?
Good question. First of all, I think that there are many advantages if used effectively.
Certainly. Having a mobile device is beneficial for communication. I could not live without my smartphone.
Agreed. A smartphone is necessary. However, it should be used in a responsible way.
If used responsibly, it helps us to keep in touch and get work done efficiently.
We have all the communication tools today, and yet often communication is lacking.
Perhaps communication was more direct before the technology of the 21st century.
It certainly was simpler, but now smartphones are an essential communication tool.
Alright, did you find any missing
One.
words?
What do you...
Anyone? Did you find any missing word? Sorry, what sentence? Huh? What sentence? Number one, okay, very good. Anyone else? Yes, that's correct. Number one, the word is advantage. Anyone else? You guys want to listen one more time? Did you find any? Anyone here? You want to listen one more time? Okay, let's listen one more time. Alright.
What do you think of communication tools today?
Good question. First of all, I think that there are many advantages if used effectively.
Certainly. Having a mobile device is beneficial for communication. I could not live without my smartphone.
Agreed. A smartphone is necessary. However, it should be used in a responsible way.
If used responsibly, it helps us to keep in touch and get work done efficiently.
We have all the communication tools today, and yet often communication is lacking.
Perhaps communication was more direct before the technology of the 21st century.
It certainly was simpler, but now smartphones are an essential communication tool.
It necessary. What?
Okay. Anyone else? Did you get any other words? Huh? So what sentence? Necessary. So yes, necessary number two, necessary. Okay. So advantage number one, necessary number two. Anyone else? Huh? Anyone else? Any other words? Okay, now I'm going to check the answers with you, okay? So let's listen to the clip. I'll stop either word, so make it very easy.
What do you think of communication tools today?
Good question. First of all, I think that there are many advantages if
So that's the first one, right? So there are many advantages in today's communication too. This is the number one, advantages. Okay, let's go to the next one.
used effectively.
Certainly. Having a mobile device is beneficial for communication. I could not live without my smartphone.
Agreed. A smartphone is necessary. A smartphone is necessary. A smartphone is necessary.
So that's the second word. Today is Monday. Okay, let's go to the third one.
However, it should be used in a responsible way.
If used responsibly, it helps us to keep in touch and get work done efficiently.
Okay, that's number three. So the smartphone helps us to get work done efficiently. So number three is work. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
We have all the communication tools today, and yet often communication is lacking.
Perhaps communication was more direct before the text was more direct before cation was more direct before.
Okay, so number 4. Communication was more. Huh? What's the word? Direct. Communication was more direct before today's technology. So direct. Let's listen again.
Communication was more direct before the text.
So communication was more direct. Okay, last one. Number 5.
Technology of the 21st century.
It certainly was simpler, but now smartphones are an essential communication tool.
Okay, that's
1. What?
Smartphones are an essential communication tool. Smartphones are an essential communication tool.
So that's the number 5. So, smartphones are an essential communication. Communication is the last word. Communication tool. Any questions? All right. Task number 4. So let's listen to the story, and then we're gonna answer some questions.
How can you avoid misunderstandings at home and at work? The best way to avoid misunderstandings is by developing the skills necessary for good communication. An effective communicator speaks clearly and fluently. Good communicators also need to be good listeners. Being a good listener is essential for making sure that the speaker's message is correctly understood. Listening effectively can avoid misunderstandings. Clear communication is also important when using text. You have to make certain that when you write a text, you are writing in a manner that will be clearly understood. Conversely, when reading a text, you have to make sure that you understand its meaning and intention. Then, there should not be any miscommunications.
Do you need to listen one more time before we answer the questions, or no? No? Okay, let's try to answer. So why is it necessary to communicate clearly? Do you want to listen one more time? Huh? Yes. See. But okay, so the answer is here in the beginning anyway, so let's...
The best way to avoid misunderstandings is by developing the skills necessary for good communication. To avoid misunderstanding work. The best way to avoid misunderstandings.
So that's the answer, right? So letter C, to avoid misunderstanding. So why is necessary communicate clearly? To avoid misunderstanding. Okay, number 2. According to the passage, what does a good communicator need to do? This is right next, right here.
Is by developing the skills necessary for good communication. An effective communicator speaks clearly and fluently. Good communicators also need to be good listeners. Being a good listener is essential. Good communicators also need to be good listeners. Communicators also need to be good listeners.
Number 2, according to the passage, what does a good communicator needs to do? D, to be a good listener, right? So right here, to be a good listener.
Good communicators also need to be good listeners.
Okay, letter D, good listener. Okay, number 3, why do you need to read the text carefully? So why do you need to read the text carefully? Yes, but the answer is right here.
Conversely, when reading a text, you have to make sure that you understand its meaning and intention. Have to make sure that you understand its meaning and intention. You have to make sure that you understand its meaning and intention.
So letter B, B, understand its meaning, right? So why do you need to read carefully? To understand its meaning. So not to avoid hurt feeling, not to say the correct reply, and not to get confused. Okay, so understand its meaning. Okay, so the last exercise here, true and false. Let's do it together. Number 1, you can always avoid misunderstanding. Is it true or false? Huh? Not given. Yes, not true nor false. Not given. This one is not given. They didn't say anything in the clip, right? So the first one is not given. Number 2, you can avoid misunderstanding by developing good communication skills. Huh? True. Yes. Number 2 is true. Number 3, listening effectively cannot avoid misunderstanding. False. Number 3 is false. Number 4, when writing a text, you need to write in a manner that will be clearly understood. True. Last one, when reading a text, you have to understand its meaning. True. Very good. All right. So now we're getting to the close to their class, right? There's one more exercise that we need to do. We have, I don't know, 17 minutes. So you can go to the page where there's 2 pictures there, right? So these are the 2 pictures, right? Can you find those 2 pictures in your book? Those 2 pictures. Page 39. Page 39. All right. Can you tell me what's happening in the first picture? The first picture, what's happening? Yeah, what's happening? So, anyone, what's happening in the first picture? Huh? What's happening in the first picture? Yes, she's talking on the phone. Okay, what's happening in the second picture? It's also in the phone, right? So, okay, what's the difference between those 2 pictures? What's the difference? One is talking. The other one is talking, the other one is texting, right? So one of them is saying, hello, the other one is writing, right? So texting, okay? So now you need to tell me, for example, which one is better. So which one do you prefer? Is it better to talk or is it better to write text? Right? So there's a table, right? Table right here. So now I have to tell you the difference between, for example, number 1 and number 2. For example, time, feedback. So let's put it there. So time, feedback, voice, and clarity. So you have to tell me the difference between talking and texting in terms of time, feedback, voice, and clarity. So I'll give you 3 minutes. Right, 3 minutes to complete this table. Go ahead, you can talk to each other, you can use the cell phone to find help, right? Talk, for example, caller number 1, phone call, time. Which one takes more time? Phone call or texting? Okay, write it down. Which one takes more time? Phone call or texting? More time. Who takes more time? 39. Which one? Phone call takes more time or texting takes more time? Which one takes more time? this is the first one. Maybe you have a different opinion, right? So, for example, time. Communicating by phone takes more time. Communicating by text takes less time. Do you agree? Maybe your answer is different, but okay, keep going. Next one, feedback. Which one has a better feedback? What is a feedback, by the way? Feedback when you hear from the other person, right? So this is when you hear from the other person. Which one is better as feedback? Texting or calling them directly? Okay, next one, feedback, right? So, may not get immediate feedback. Get immediate feedback. This is kind of, this is inverted. So the book is, for example, when you text someone, for example, when I receive a text from a student, right? A lot of you are kind of sending me the homework, the assignment, right? So, for example, if another student sends a message right now, I will not answer because I'm here in class. So, the message feedback is not immediate. So, this is a message, get immediate feedback. No, this is supposed to be, this is inverted, right? So, the message communicating by phone call is immediate. So, if I'm talking to someone, they say, ask me something, I can answer it right away. So this is a phone call, immediate feedback. But the message is not immediate. If I'm sleeping, I cannot answer. So message is not immediate. Right? You understand? This is inverted. This is wrong. This one is supposed to be here, and this one is supposed to be there. Right? So communication by phone, immediate feedback. And communication by message, not immediate. Do you understand? This is wrong. Inverted. Okay? Do you understand? Do you understand? That's wrong. Okay? Do you understand? Yes? For example, if you send me a message, I will not answer because I'm here teaching you guys. So I have to go finish class, maybe go home, and now there's a message. Then I will answer. So message has a not immediate feedback. But if somebody calls me, I answer, oh, hello. If they ask me something, I can answer immediately because I am talking with them, right? All right. Next one, voice tone. For example, by the voice of someone, you can know that the person is down. For example, you can talk like this. This guy has no energy, he must be very sad or tired, right? But no, hello, speaking loud, right? You cannot, this guy's kind of energetic, right? So by the voice tone, you can know by the phone call. By the text, you don't know the voice, right? You don't know the status of the person, right? So no intention of the call by voice, and here, don't know the intention of the message, right? Because you don't hear the person's voice. And the last one, which one is more clear? So which one do you think is more clear, right? So clear, can make a clear statement, right? If I don't understand you, I can ask, oh, what do you need? And get a feedback right away. And the other one, easily misunderstood. Maybe you say something, you're misunderstanding, right? So these are the difference between one and the other. Okay, now you can turn the page. There's a next test there. Turn the page. There is an exercise there. So, can you turn the page? Turn the page. So that's number 2, right? Topic is given below. Discuss with a partner and list at least three supporting pages for each choice. So you have to make a choice, right? So choice number 1, I prefer communicating by phone call because this is the first choice. Or the second one, I prefer to communicate by text message. So which one do you like more? And if you choose one, and you're going to tell me 3 reasons why you like this one more. You only have to do one. I prefer phone call because 1, 2, 3. Or I prefer text message because 1, 2, 3. So where do you find the answers? You find the answers here. I prefer text message because it's takes less time. Okay? So your answer is going to come from the table, right? From the table before. So I'm going to give you a few minutes, right? So write it down, choose one. I prefer the phone call or I prefer the text message, and give me 3 reasons why you prefer. Do you understand? Yes? Do you understand? So now we have 6 more minutes. I'll give you 3 minutes, and then after that, before the class finishes, I'll be asking a few of y'all which one did you choose. Tell me your reasons. Okay? So I'm going to give you now 3 minutes. Go ahead. Start doing. So before I hear your answers, just let me remind you of something. So this is your class here, right? Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students start delivering the assignments, right? So today is October 10. You have 20 more days only to do the assignment. Remember the book test and the blog post. Only 5 students did it. Start doing it, right? So this guy here only did the blog, this one the book test, this one the blog, and the blog. Only one person did the book test. And you have only more 20 days. Do you understand that? Do you understand? They only have more 20 days to do the assignment. If I were you, I would not leave this for the last moment. Because, today is the last day. Teacher, I need 1 more day to do it. No. Alright? So please, do the assignment. Don't leave this for the last moment. Remember the assignments, right? You remember, right? So here are the assignments, right? So the first one, right? Sorry. So we need to go to the website, right? The first assignment, that's the book test, the assignment, first one, book test. The second one is the blog, right? The second one is the blog. Remember, write a blog about the book test. Right? So none of you done that yet, so I'm kind of worried, right? So other classes, for example, let's see here other classes. So see, the other classes, much more students are doing. Much more students in the other classes. So your class, only 5 students. So other classes are doing that. Okay, that's just a reminder, okay? That is just a reminder. This is class D3 of a lot of students did it already here. So let's see the other one here. For example, here, a lot of students, other classes, right? So this is D1. A lot of students did the book test and the blog post. Right? Alright. So let's see your answers. So which one do you prefer?